Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Big Fact Hunting Uniform. I am your host, Steve. It's good to be back. We came back, as you know, for Halloween about 10 days ago. Little did we know when we planned that we'll be back on a regular basis. We had no idea lockdown was coming, but here we are, back in lockdown, here to entertain you on our usual slot on Wednesdays. We've got 4 planned for you, 4 lockdown Wednesdays, and here we are in uniform. As you can see, I've gone for the kind of Star Trek chic. Find me on the deck of the Starship Enterprise. Original one, of course, I think. I'm sure I'll be corrected if that's not true. But anyway, hope you're well out there. Hope you're happy. Hope lockdown is treating you well. If you're in Wales, lockdown's nearly over, isn't it? I think you're almost free. Well, we're not. We've got another 3 weeks of this. And I hope it's treating you well so far. Anyway, without further ado, what we're going to do is I'm very quickly, if you've not played before, going to go through the rules and how it all works and stuff. I've got a slightly small, there we go. I'll make me smaller, that thing bigger. So it makes it a little bit easier for you. Hopefully I won't be beset with any of the technical problems that we had last week. We will see. They were only brief, and mostly the technical problems were kind of user error, me showing you what the answers were before we actually read them out. But anyway, here we go. Know the rules. This is a quiz. There is rules, okay? We don't stringently stick to them, but you might as well know what they are. If you're going to break the rules, you might as well know what they are, right? There are 7 of them. I'm going to go through them one at a time. 1, don't use Google. Don't try and make yourself appear smarter than you are to your teammates or on your own. You're only cheating yourself, okay? We noticed that the points generally are a little bit higher when we do it online compared to when we do it live, because my colleagues normally go around and check that you're not Googling stuff on your mobile phone. We can't really do that here. Last week, we had a bit of a first. Last week, one team, for the very first time in the months and months that we've done this, were brave enough to pretend that they got all of the questions right. That registered very high on the Chinny Reconometer. Don't do that. If you don't know it, you don't know it. Don't Google it, okay? You're only cheating yourself. Anyway, there are no half points. You'll be marking your own. All right. Now, when you're marking, there are no half points unless we say there are half points in the music round. But beyond that, no. Okay. There are 2 types of answer in this quiz. There are right answers and there are wrong answers. If you don't have what we have written on the screen when we read out the answer, it is wrong. So make sure that you do not go for the near enough is good enough thing. Either right or it's wrong. Go with wrong if you're unsure. Anyway, don't post the answers online. I know some teams or some quizzes that you see on Facebook and YouTube and whatever, which is where we're simulcasting to today, encouraging you to guess the answers in the comments. We don't do that because you're ruining it for everyone else. Basically, that is the equivalent of standing up in the middle of the pub and saying the answer loud as you can. Those kind of people normally get thrown out of the pub. The equivalent here is that you get banned from our Facebook feed, and that's what we do. Last week, I had to do it to somebody. I don't know who it was, some guy. But anyway, he's gone. Never to return, so try not to. If you have anyone playing for the first time, make sure you remind them not to do that. Otherwise, we won't be seeing them again. The content can be a bit adult. Occasionally, there's swearing, only when tactfully relevant. So try not to be offended by swearing. It is only swearing. They're only words. They don't harm anybody. So if you do not like swearing, there's probably something on the telly that's equally less sweary. So try and watch that instead and not us. Don't call me. It's my phone here. I check it to make sure that the feed is going well. Don't ring that. Otherwise, you're going to upset me, most importantly, and also everybody else. If you have my number, well done you. But don't ring me. Try not to text me either. There's one person who's allowed to text me, and she checks the facts of the quiz. Everyone else, sort of. It's free to enter. You're watching this. It's completely free. But it does take a lot of putting together. The reason we started this was to try and raise a bit of money, because I am, like most people, sans job while all this is going on. So you don't have to, but if you can, feel free to donate. A lot of people did over the time that we've been doing this, and it was very appreciated. Some people donate every week, some people every now and again, some people not at all. All of that is fine. If you can, it is very, very gratefully received. So please do. Those are the 2 options you've got there, and it is constantly ticking across the bottom of the screen as well, just to remind you. GoFundMe.com/Ceroc Evolution, PayPal.me/Ceroc Evolution. Either way, they both get to me. Last and most importantly, it's a bit of fun. There are no prizes. Don't take it so seriously. Try as much as you can just to enjoy yourself and not take it seriously. If you aren't happy with any of the answers, we have a fact checker who checks all the facts before they go live. We're pretty confident with the answers. If you're unhappy about anything, feel free to write that in the comments so we can ignore you there as well as in real life when I see you. So try not to. Last but no means least, Let me just show you. There are 5 rounds that we play in every quiz. They're all on theme. Obviously, we're in uniform tonight. As you can see, if you're just joining us, I've gone Star Trek chic, which I'm pretty happy about. Hopefully at home you're playing and you are in uniform as well. I'll get to in a minute what we're going to ask you to do with that. But we always play 5 rounds. All the questions in the rounds are kind of generally on the theme of the show, whichever week it happens to be. Today, they're all going to be kind of uniform-based questions, loosely themed around general knowledge, music, TV, sport, and film. We operate a Joker system in this quiz. Joker system works like this. Any points that you score in your Joker round will double up. The way you play your Joker, though, and you can only play it once, is by telling us before the round starts that you are playing your Joker. The way you tell us is by popping it in the comments box. As you can see in this comments box below here, I can bring things up. Lindsay reckons the Dragons are going to win. And I can sort of start to say, Lindsay, you're probably wrong. But they've won before. We'll see. As you can see here, Jane is playing her Joker on general knowledge. She is an established player of the Big Fact Hunt, and she knows what she's doing. She has played a Joker, and we gratefully received that, Jane. Good luck to you. Jane is playing a Joker on general knowledge, but you do have to play it before the round starts. You might want to make a note of the rounds if you've not played before: general knowledge, music, TV, sport, and film, and you do it before the round starts. The table round, we've posted that to the Ceroc Evolution Facebook page. Basically today, you'll see some pictures. It's a picture round today, not a video round. You can't play your Joker on a table round because there are 16 there. You get 1 point for each correct answer, and we'll do the answers to those at the end. That's what it looks like there. You can see we've got people on TV shows wearing uniforms, and you just have to tell us what the TV show is on each of those 16 occasions there. So, yeah, 1 point for each correct answer. 16 TV shows. All people in those TV shows wearing some kind of uniform. Just tell us what the TV show is. First round is general knowledge. If you want to play your Joker on general knowledge, do let us know. Remember, if you are playing at home and you are dressed for the occasion, we like to see what you're doing. It passes the time during lockdown. So pop in the Ceroc Evolution Facebook group a picture of yourself and your team playing at home, and we'll be pretty happy to see it. We might even share some of our favorite ones at some point. Anyway, what we do, because it would be thoroughly boring if it was just me reading out questions for 2.5 hours. I like to get some of my friends from the Ceroc world involved to come and read some questions so we can see their faces and find out how they're getting on. The first person that we're going to go to, we're actually going down to Bristol. I'm thrilled to have him back on again. He's been on to do lots of things. He's been on before. He's one of the most talented men I know, and his name is Tim Stevens. Timbo, how are you?
I'm very well indeed. Thank you, Steve. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all the better for seeing you, of course. You look suitably dressed for the occasion.
I don't really have many uniforms. It's not kind of my way of life.
No, well, you're somewhat of a vegan pacifist, aren't you? So this is new for you. Hey, look, that check cleared okay by the looks of it to Lindsay.
Thank you, Lindsay. Much appreciated.
Good. Yeah, have you been? What's been going on? You've actually got like a proper job, haven't you? Which is still ongoing.
Yeah. I have a real job, and I have to go into my office every 2 weeks, every day for 2 weeks, and then I'm off for 2 weeks working from home, rotating with another colleague, and I have an entire floor to myself. It's fantastic.
That's exciting. Yeah. And do you actually do any work while you're there? Do you find yourself working better in the office or at home?
Oh, definitely in the office. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get distracted.
I do a lot more in the office. I hope none of my colleagues will watch it. Definitely work harder in the office. You just get collared for more things. People are like, oh, can you go and do that? So just with the nature of what I do, I work in IT, so hands-on with computers is pretty key.
Yeah, so. Fun times. I suppose at home you get distracted by the dog and the girlfriend more often than when you're in.
A lot of face licks while I'm at home.
And I'd imagine the dog does that too. Hey,
boom, boom.
There you go. Anyway, so I've been asking people what they're drinking. What you're drinking? I once again I'm a whiskey drinker now. By the way,
rum tonight.
Nice.
Yeah, glass of rum. I've drunk all the wine, so. Indeed, it's cracking. It's a good old cracking.
Not just all the wine in the house, but like all the wine. All the wine in Bristol. So if you go to the off license in Bristol, you've got no chance. Tim's at it all.
Nothing there. It's all got only the vegan stuff. Though.
Only the vegan wine. Yeah, of course. What? Pardon my ignorance, right? Because you always whenever we are eating together, which has been frequently. Yeah. You always educate me on vegan stuff. And the thing is with vegans, you're right, aren't you? Let's be honest. We're just all too lazy to not do veganism. Right. But what makes wine not vegan?
Isinglass, fish gelatin.
Okay.
Milk casein can do it. Egg albumin can do it.
Oh, beef blood sometimes.
Yeah, in Italy they sometimes find it with animal blood.
Oh shit.
All sorts in your wine, but I think more and more these days it's probably cheaper not to put that stuff in. So again, yeah, it's much easier to find vegan wine or vegan branded wine these days. So I'm a complete pisshead now. It's great.
The thing that I always take away from my vegan chats with you is that veganism just seems like such a aggro.
Way of life for me. I've been vegan since I was 12. So.
I know. It just seems like such aggravation. I'm just far too lazy. Anyway, we always ask as well. We ask the guests. We say, "I sent you the questions. You've got any questions about the questions?"
Well, there's one word in one of the questions which I did look up earlier, and I think I've got the pronunciation correct, but you did underline it.
Okay. Well, I'm here to help if needs be.
If I get it wrong, just go.
we also like to ask how many, right? If I hadn't given you the answers at the same time, how many of them would you have got right? Just to give people a bit of a guide.
One.
Okay. Now Tim is a very intelligent young man.
I wouldn't go that far, Steve. I'm reasonably creative, but intelligence has never been my forte. I was quite good at Bullseye. Do you remember the pub game Bullseye? Of
course I do. Yeah.
I was always pretty good at that. I think I won a few quid out of that in my life.
Is it? You're talking about the computer in the pub version?
In the pub version, yeah.
So once you've won a pound out of it, then the next go, the questions are ridiculously difficult.
Yeah.
There's a few people joining in what they're drinking. Tessa's on toffee vodka.
Oh.
Jimbo's on rum. Where's the Gail?
Boom.
Is on the rum too. Okay. Yeah. Tea and white chocolate Toblerone, says Pete.
Are we having a bit of a rum barber?
Oi, oi.
Bit of a dark joke.
Oi. Good alliteration. Francis is on the bubbly, I think. And Mark's got a cup of tea on. Oh, Lindsay has found some wine. But Lindsay's across the water in Wales, isn't she?
Yeah, she is. Yeah. In the Barry.
In Barry. beautiful Barry. Anyway, look, here we go. Here's a combination just before we move on. Look, Liz, gin and twiglets. She's a class act.
We got some pretzels, I think, somewhere in the house.
Okay. Anyway, so we've got 5 questions on general knowledge for you. There is a few people playing their Joker. If you are playing your Joker, the cutoff point is now. So Tim has 5 general knowledge questions for you. Tim, take it away, old boy.
Okie dokie. So general knowledge question number 1. Which significant document was signed on June 28th, 1919? That's 1919. So I'll repeat that. Which significant document was signed on the 28th of June, 1919?
Remember when you're going through this, that all of the questions are kind of on theme. Right. I know uniform can be a bit of a broad one, but always have that in mind when the answers or the questions are being read out.
Yeah, the answer to that is definitely not your wedding certificate, right?
Mark's on meth.
He lives in Wales, I think.
Despite that, he's managed to keep all of his teeth, which is good.
It's amazing what they can do with.
Oh, look, here we go. Look. He's in. I texted him earlier. I said,
"Hey,
Lucky, pop in. Hello, Lucky. How are you, my friend?
Hello, Lucky.
All the way from America.
Nice. Well, it is in America right now.
He's in Virginia. Like me, I guess you've just been watching CNN for the last 2 weeks, have you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. My favorite point of the CNN coverage, because obviously they're 5 hours on the East Coast behind us where CNN comes from. Yeah. And at one point it was like lunchtime here, so it would have been like 7 o'clock in the morning over there. The anchor came back from a commercial break and he said, "Breaking news, the president is awake and lying."
Standard.
Love it. Love it. Okay, let's crack into question 2. This one's a bit of a mouthful, so I apologize in advance. Rifleman Khan was awarded the Dickin Medal for bravery for rescuing a soldier from drowning while under heavy shell fire during the assault of Walcheren in November 1944. Why could he not receive the Victoria Cross?
So I thought you pronounced that beautifully, but you'd know better than me because you can speak a bit of German, right? And you lived in Austria.
Jawohl, ja.
Yeah.
2 Jahre habe ich in Österreich gewohnt.
Exactly.
I learned that earlier. I'm prepared.
Good.
Okay, so one more time. Rifleman Khan was awarded the Dickin Medal for extreme bravery for rescuing a soldier from drowning while under heavy shell fire during the assault of Walcheren in November 1944. Why could he not receive the Victoria Cross?
Fabulous. If you're worried at home, don't worry. We do actually put the questions in text form on the screen for you once we've read them all out. So don't worry, you'll have it again in a bit. Number 3.
Number 3. In which year was the Royal Air Force formed? You've got multiple choice here, folks. In 1918, 1924, or 1928. So one more time. In which year was the Royal Air Force formed? 1918, 1924, or 1928?
The question is, has Miles now found it to the bottom of his drinks cabinet?
Desperate times. His local shops.
It's not a thing that you do by choice, right? Anyway, Milad's been on. Evening, Ash. How you doing, baby?
Miles had a haircut recently, didn't he?
Yeah. They've you know, he's looking sharp, isn't he?
Yeah.
I thought they'd scalped him, but he'd gone to like a Native American barber. But no, he looks all right from other angles.
Okay.
Question number 4.
4. Yeah, I had to think about what it was then. Which training college is the principal training centre for London's Metropolitan Police Service? That's a toughie. And I guessed at that one and I got it wrong. Which training college is the principal training centre for London's Metropolitan Police Service?
I know we shouldn't encourage him, but
I said, what
bear thinking about.
Yeah.
But by the way, which one of the 5 was the one you would have got right?
Did you really get?
Do you know what? I think it was number 3, but it was a guess because you got a 1 in 3 chance.
Oh,
I genuinely guessed it. I took like an educated guess.
Okay.
But
Number 5. Before I read it out, I will warn you when you're answering that you need to be precise, and you need to have what we've got written down for the answer.
Yeah.
All right.
I should have got this one as well.
You should have. Yes.
Should have. I didn't.
Did you not? Okay.
Because I probably don't care enough. Here we go. What do Eddie Redmayne, Prince William, Tom Hiddleston, Damian Lewis, Jacob Rees-Mogg, Bear Grylls, Hugh Fernley Whittingstall, Boris Johnson, and Ian Fleming all have in common? Other than a severe drinking problem.
Fine selection of gentlemen.
Fine selection of gentlemen. Absolutely. None of whom I've ever rubbed shoulders with. One more time.
Or they haven't had the fortune to rub shoulders with you, you mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I avoid them avidly.
Right.
Although Eddie Redmayne, maybe.
Tom Hiddleston, though.
Apparently I look a bit like Eddie Redmayne.
A passing resemblance.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, you could be his stunt double, maybe.
Yeah. I'd actually go for that if someone offered me that job.
Stunt bum.
Prefer it to IT.
Stunt bum.
One more time. What do Eddie Redmayne, Prince William, Tom Hiddleston, Damian Lewis, Jacob Rees-Mogg, Bear Grylls, Hugh Fearnley-Whittingstall, Boris Johnson, and Ian Fleming all have in common?
Excellent. And we need you to be accurate and precise with your answer. Let's just get them up on the screen so Tim can have a quick once through and I'll have a quick once through as well. Just a quick blast of a recap, please, Timbo, if that's okay.
No worries. So, general knowledge question number 1. Which significant document was signed on the 28th of June, 1919? Question number 2. Rifleman Khan was awarded the Dickin Medal for extreme bravery for rescuing a soldier from drowning whilst under heavy shell fire during the assault of Walcheren in November 1944. Why could he not receive the Victoria Cross? Question number 3. In which year was the Royal Air Force formed? 1918, 1924, or 1928? Number 4. Which training college is the principal training centre for London's Metropolitan Police Service? Number 5. What do Eddie Redmayne, Prince William, Tom Hiddleston, Damian Lewis, Jacob Rees-Mogg, Bear Grylls, Hugh Fearnley-Whittingstall, Boris Johnson, and Ian Fleming all have in common?
I think the consensus amongst the ladies is that Tom Hiddleston's the fit one.
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, he's a great actor as well.
A bit of low-key.
Yeah, he's a very good actor, as is Eddie.
As is Eddie. They're both fantastic.
And Damian Lewis isn't too shabby either. Ian Fleming was, of course, the Bond author.
Yes.
Jacob Rees-Mogg's a prick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bear Grylls, I wouldn't probably mess with.
Bear Grylls likes drinking his own piss.
Yeah.
Hugh Fearnley-Whittingstall's the chef.
Okay, he was the only one I didn't know who he was, actually.
Campaigner, and we all know who the other one is. Okay. Yeah, so let me get that off screen. I need to get that off screen, and I need to get that back on the screen. There we go, cool. So you didn't get any of them other than number 3.
Number 3, and it was a guess. Like, it's pretty poor.
Which was a guess. Okay. When you are putting your answers down in your teams, what you need to do is you need to decide on one answer for each of these questions, and that is the one you are going to go with. Quite often what happens at home, I know this is what happens, is that you all sort of discuss and you come up with a few answers, and if, when we read the answers out, you've said it at any point, you give yourself a point. That's cheating. You got to, as a team, decide on one answer. Write it down. That's the one you're going for. Remember last week, Andy's team, they were the first to have the cojones to pretend that they got all of the questions right. We didn't believe them then. We don't believe them now. So please decide on an answer. And that's the one you're going with before Tim starts to read the answers out momentarily. Okay. Let's do it now. Tim, let's have the answers.
Do you want to read the question and then the answer?
Yeah, a bit of showbiz fairy dust on it, if you wouldn't mind.
All right. So here we go.
Hang on, before we go, no pretending. Yeah, sure. Balls. Francis got our wee photo answers before you give them. Good. One day we'll figure out a way to mark these in some way. I'll speak to Paula about it. She knows this kind of thing.
Okay. General knowledge questions number 1. Which significant document was signed on the 28th of June 1919? It was the Treaty of Versailles.
Exactly.
Is that correct? Yeah.
Versailles, yeah. It brought an end to the First World War.
Yeah.
Officially.
So that is the Treaty of Versailles. And it can't just be the treaty, can it, Steve?
No.
Okay, question number 2. Rifleman Khan was awarded the Dickin Medal for extreme bravery during the assault of for rescuing a soldier from drowning whilst under heavy shell fire during the assault of Walcheren in November 1944. Why could he not receive the Victoria Cross?
Love the answer to this question.
I love it too. And wow, I wouldn't have got it. Because he was a dog.
He was a dog.
Canine to the rescue.
Yeah. The Dickin Medal is the medal for bravery for animals.
Right. There we go.
It has mostly been won. I did a quick count up. Mostly won by dogs. Can you guess the second most awarded horse? You going with horse?
I'm going with horse.
Horse was third.
Ah,
Horse was third. Cat was fourth, and cat is only one cat has won it. Yeah, second is pigeon.
Wow.
Well, they do as well.
True story.
I mean, how does a pigeon get an award for bravery?
I don't know. Does it even know it's being brave?
Right. It's just like
Pete guessed it.
and it flies across a battlefield.
I mean, he spelt it appallingly, but he guessed it. Anyway, he's a dog. Yeah, number 3.
Question number 3. In which year was the Royal Air Force formed? 1918, 1924, or 1928? And the answer? 18.
1918, exactly that.
And it was an educated guess because I figured it would probably fall sometime around the First World War's sort of happening.
Yeah, no, that's correctly so. In the Great War, the First World War, the planes that went up didn't have any kind of artillery on them, so they were just there for reconciliationary missions.
Interesting.
Hang on, look, Lynn, who I'm told, I'm on good authority, is a Trekkie. It's not from my uniform. There we go. Thanks.
There you go.
There we are. Naomi, just to confirm, dogs are the best. True story.
I agree with that.
True story. Where is yours at the moment?
She's asleep.
Oh, bless.
Day, we haven't been able to take her out much today, and she's actually being very well behaved. So
very lovely. She's been the star of 2 fantastic bits of cinema.
And like she doesn't know it.
She has no idea.
No idea.
What are we on? Number 4.
Number 4. Okay. Which training college is the principal training centre for London's Metropolitan Police Service? And if you said Scotland Yard like I did, you're wrong.
That's where the office is.
That's where the office is. I thought they might train him at the same time. That's how they do most jobs these days. The answer is Hendon.
Hendon.
And is it just Hendon, Steve? It's not Hendon?
Hendon Police Training College, if you're that bothered, but yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Look at this. Why does it feel like Uncle Steve is giving young Tim a history lesson?
I think we're about the same age, Charlie. But thank you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Tim's wearing considerably better on it, and yeah, that's very true. Anyway, number 5, and we need you to be precise.
What do Eddie Redmayne, Prince William, Tom Hiddleston, Damian Lewis, Jacob Rees-Mogg, Bear Grylls, Hugh Fernley-Whittingstall, Boris Johnson, and Ian Fleming all have in common? Old Etonians.
They're old. They went to Eton. They all went to Eton. If you put they went to school together, that's not good enough. We need Eton. So they went to Eton.
Would Etonites cover it?
Pardon?
Would Etonites cover it?
Yeah.
I mean, Etonite's not a word, is it?
Is it not? That's how I describe them all.
Well, yeah. I mean, generally, it's not the way I describe people who went to Eton, but
Posh twats.
Yeah.
Who said that?
The Cambridge posh twat.
Anyway, we're going to get the answers up on the screen.
Really?
There we go. Tim, it's been a pleasure.
It's been a
as a rumor circulating that we may be seeing you again later.
No.
We'll see. We'll keep everybody in suspenders until then, shall we?
Absolutely.
All right, cool. Well, in the meantime, take care, and I love you.
Thank you, Steve. Love you too.
Bye. So there you go. The Treaty of Versailles is the answer to the question. Remember, if you haven't got exactly what's written here, you're wrong. Treaty of Versailles. A rifleman Khan was a dog. 1918, the RAF, Hendon Police Training College, and they're all old Etonians. Let's see how people are getting on. 4 out of 5 for Lindsay. Must try harder than the Dragons there, Liz. What about they went to the same school? No, we need Eton. Sorry, Liz. 1 out of 5 for Lynn. Not a bad start, says Mark. 3 out of 5. Old Ball General Knowledge got 4. Well done. Lisa playing her own probably 3 out of 5. Andy says, well done, Tim. We are yet to know how Andy's team are doing. They're the ones who pretended that they got them all right last week. 8 with a joker, says Jay. Well done. The dynamic duo got 6 with their joker. 10 out of 10 for Gin will fix it. They're off to a solid start. Former winners, of course. 3 out of 5 for the Goonies. Good to see you back, guys. I know you were otherwise engaged last time we were on. Mark, on the meth down there in Wales. 2 out of 5. 2 out of 5 for Kirsty. Well done, Kirsty. Estelle, the Dudley's Divas, off to a decent start with 4 out of 5. Helen, 3 out of 5. Well done, you. Peter's doing quite well with his joker. That's his best round ever. Well done, Pete. The Devon Massive are claiming 5. They normally do pretty well. Contrary to the geography might suggest. 3 for Jackie. The next round is music. If you want to play your joker on music, do let us know now. There we go. Music. If you want to play your joker on music, do let us know. Mark is doing so. Liz says 3 out of 5 for her and Steve. Slightly stitched up on the old Etonian question. They going to the same school is not the same thing, unfortunately. Sarah, well done, Sarah. You got 1. Are you playing on your own? 100 out of 10 for Bev. Well done, Bev. Not quite sure how you managed that. 10. Oh, there you go. Mark, good to see you back, Magnificent Heaven. They were doing a freestyle last time we were on, and it's great to have them back. 8, off to a decent start. I'm back with the Dragons this week. It was a good transfer. What can I say? Well done. Good to see you back, Andy. Back and not lying this week, which is great. High Quiz Jacket. Nice. 3 out of 5. Ross, I love your team names. They are always brilliant. I don't know what that means, Francis. I'm assuming that's relating to something else. Anyway, so next round's on music. If you want to play your joker on music, do let us know as soon as possible. And as always, what we did when we first started the Big Fact Hunt online, when lockdown started way back in March, we did it the same way that we do in camp. We played you a little bit of music. Facebook didn't like it, and we had a terrible, terrible week where we got chucked off. Since then, what we've done is we brought people in to play music for us. We've had loads and loads of people, and some people have been on twice. This person is about to be on for what is his 3rd time because he's brilliant and I love him. His name is David, and there he is. How you doing? You're on mute. He's back.
Me
Hey.
now. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
I can.
oh,
I see. I
make
see
them
you.
a joke and say, well, one of us is going to have to change.
Well, I know, but do you know what? When I was looking, did you get yours off Amazon as well?
Actually, this was a present for my stag party.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, we were all gallivanting around London, all wearing Star Trek t-shirts.
Fit.
Well, we thought we were cool.
Yeah, well, who am I to disagree? Here I am.
Valid opinion.
Exactly.
That's true.
I was looking, and they had red and yellow available, and I thought I'm going to go for the red. I very nearly went for the yellow too. That would have been awkward.
It would, yeah.
But
But does that mean you're going to die during the quiz?
theoretically, yeah. If I go down to the planet, then I've had it. All the time that I stay on the ship, I'm fine. But if I go as part of that kind of scouting party down to the ship, I'm fucked.
That's true. I see you've gone for the original series, Star Trek Enterprise Bridge.
Of course,
But
and who has the best spaceship? I'm going to bet you're on Next Generation stuff. I hear, are you?
That's right.
Yeah, and this is the original 60s series. 60s was it?
Yeah. I think they started it just before we actually went to the moon for real. So it's kind of cool. You know, we had all this space stuff before we even did it.
There you go. The power of the human imagination. So anyway, how have you been?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So a bit rough going into like second lockdown, and I'm like central London as well. So we've been in the kind of the high risk tier for a little while, which has not been that much fun. And I think the worst thing is they've closed all the cafes now. So I can't get my like English breakfast anymore.
But I'm in London as well. So we have the same, tier thing here, but we can get takeaway from cafes everywhere.
I know, but I like to go and sit in the cafe and feel like I'm getting out. You know,
can you not sit outside if they give you an outside option at Costa in
I thought everything was closed now, like
Costa in Pimlico, wherever you are.
To be honest, I haven't checked, but I don't think so. I think it's like take your food and now get lost. Yeah,
you've had your coffee, now get lost.
Exactly.
But there's places to sit. There are loads of places to sit.
Yeah.
Like in London at the moment, for those of you not in London, it basically feels like when the second lockdown feels like what they've done is they've shut the pubs. Everything else seems to be open and carry on as normal.
Yeah.
It would seem like the bottom of my road, there's like a cafe that's still open, Pizza Hut that's still open. There's an offie that's still open, the kebab shop and Chinese. All of that is still open, which was open before. And the estate agents is still open for some reason. There's a guy sitting in there. Oh, by the way, in 1966, the first Star Trek episode. Paula likes to come in with facts. She's my fact checker.
Oh, I'm glad we have a few more Trekkies in the chat as well. It's not just us looking like dorks.
I know. Nerds, right? So if you've not played before, David is here to play 5 pieces of music all on theme. Okay. So you get half a point for the title of the song, half a point for the band or artist. You do have to be accurate with both in order to achieve what we have, what David has played, the half a point and the rounding up to the full point if need to be. You need to have what we've written down on the screen. That's the only rule that we'll say. That Ashley's being cheeky here. May the force be with you.
I think Gandalf said that.
That said Gandalf. Yeah, thank you. May the force be with you, Harry, said Gandalf. So David's going to play them all once through the first time, or twice through the first time, and then once through quickly at the end without me on the screen, just so it looks good when we share it as a video clip. And remember, you get half a point for the title of the song, half a point for the band or artist. We might tell a little story about the song. We might not. I'm gonna get up the answers on my other screen. There we go. So I can see what you're playing. I now know what you're playing. That's good. So what should we give them any? Quite often, what we'll do with these is we won't play the obvious bit of the song. We'll play another bit of the song, so it doesn't make it too easy. Is that a fair assessment of the way we're doing things?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I think if I played the main riff or the main recognizable guitar part, it would just be painfully obvious, and that'd be no fun. So I'm going to play either the kind of chords or the melody that the singer sings.
Okay. The problem is that David's very good, and if it's normally all right when we get shit people on, but yeah, David's very good. If he just plays it, you're just going to get it. It'd just be like playing the song. It's easy. So let's remember that all these are on theme. Let's have number 1.
Okay, all ready? You getting some guitar? Okay, so here is song number 1.
That's
all they get.
I think I fairly say. Should we say what you're playing, or should we leave that open as well?
Yeah, I think we should tell them like the thing I'm playing, which is the vocal melody.
Yeah. So we're vocal melodying this one.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's some good clapping in the background.
Okay. which we may do when we reveal the answer. Let's have it again then. Number
okay.
1.
Right, here we go.
It's also worth noticing, just because David is playing rock guitar doesn't mean that the song is a rock guitar song, right?
That's very true. Yeah, this is just how I communicate through the medium of
through the medium of rock,
heavily distorted guitar sounds. Yeah, but it's actually just a guy singing. So
yeah. All right. So number 2.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Nice. I think that last bit at the end was the big big giveaway for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Shall we have it again? Number 2.
Yeah.
Nice. Let's give you an update. Elaine and Peter in, Michael's parents, and they're late joining. Good to see you. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Elaine and Pete. I'm going to give you 4 for the general knowledge round.
That's generous, Steve.
I think so.
1.
I think so. That was with a joke. That was with a joker, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry. Well, now this one, we're definitely not going to play the main riff.
No, I think you'd just get it straight away then, and
instantly first chord. So you're going to play the kind of the melody again.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. A little bit more.
Yeah. I wish I'd paid attention in guitar lessons when I was a kid. So cool.
Did you have guitar lessons?
Do you know what? Interesting story. I'm right-handed for pretty much everything other than eating. So I have my knife and fork in the wrong hands. When I was a kid at primary school, and if my mum's watching, she would know this. And she'll probably pop up in the comments in a minute. They did that, who wants guitar lessons? You have to go and buy a guitar. So I pestered my parents. I need a guitar. Go get me a guitar. So I got the guitar and I went in the music shop and he said, "Are you right-handed?" I said, "Yes." Anyway, I'm playing this guitar. And honestly, it felt like the most alien thing I've ever done in my life. And then later on in life, I was playing Guitar Hero, the video game with I picked it up naturally, started doing it. And the person with whom I was playing, I believe it was Joe Hughes from Ceroc Fever, she said, "Oh, you're left-handed." Turns out I played a guitar left-handed. Nobody knew. So I could have been amazing. If only the guy in the guitar shop when I was a kid had bothered to check.
I have a couple of questions though, Steve. Did you try playing a real guitar left-handed style afterwards? Or is this story based entirely on Guitar Hero?
It's I tried to play a real guitar when I was a kid, right-handed. Couldn't do it. Felt like I was, trying to nail a jelly to the wall. Play Guitar Hero, just picked it up naturally. Because he gave me a right-handed guitar. He said, "This goes there, that goes there." Da, da, da. Yeah. But Jeff just quite rightly said, "Oh, you can just be shit."
But when you played Guitar Hero, you had the keys on your right hand, and then the picking bit with your left hand.
Yeah,
and that felt natural.
Okay,
that's interesting. What about like playing snooker or something like that? Do you do that?
I play snooker in right-handed, so the right arm, left hand on the table.
Okay.
So it's only I have my fork in my right hand, which is
okay. You're the Ronnie O'Sullivan of guitar.
I am.
Maybe.
I am.
We'll never know.
We'll never know. I think I'm a bit late in life to
No,
okay. to headline Glastonbury, but we'll see. Okay.
Set your mind to it, Steve. Anything's possible. What about it?
I tend to use my feet actually. So anyway, what are we on?
Number four. Number 4. got a bit sidetracked there, didn't we? Okay, here's song number 4.
Fantastic.
That's all I get. Yeah.
Have that again in a moment. Mark is asking number 3. We will do them all again. He will do them all again once through quickly. Yeah, number 4 again, please.
have liberally changed some of the guitar fills just for
Okay.
fun. So
No, well, the fact that you can is impressive. Number 5 is one of those that I would imagine that you're all going to get. You're going to know what it is, but we do need. By the way, you're getting a lot of love here. Pure talent.
oh, cool.
Wow, he's good.
Oh, thank you.
Kirsty, I'm mesmerized by the guitar. She says. You're all instantly going to know what it is, I would think. But remember, Chris has been on. Awesome. We need the title of the track and the artist in order for the half a point for each.
Yeah.
You're all instant. Remember, we're on theme, right? But this song did have chart success, so it's not some kind of abstract tune. Let's have it.
Okay, here we go.
Rocking. So everyone's going to
hairdryer in my hair. Don't touch that one.
everyone's going to know what it is. But we need the title and the artist. There'll be people furiously Googling at the moment. You watch people who played their Joker on music feverishly Googling. Okay, let's have it again.
Okay.
Amazing. So that's all 5. What's going to happen now is I'm going to take myself off the screen. Hey, I'm sure you're all saying at home. David is going to be left to his own devices. He'll introduce one at a time. Just do them each once, just as a bit of a recap. And then I'll come back and we'll have a little chat and we'll do the answers. How's about that?
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool. Right. The platform is yours, my friend.
Okay. Oh, the pressure. All right. So 5 tracks. Here's track number 1. Okay. Track number 2. Okay, and track number 3. This is the one that would be obvious, except it's not, because I'm playing the vocal melody. Okay. Track number 4. All right. And track number 5. Okay, there you go. Those are 5 tracks.
That was really good. As you're getting a lot of love here. Tony's been on. Dadis is the daddy of guitar. He says.
Oh wow.
Tim, to be the strings on that instruments. Total hashtag total dadis.
Quite rusty, to be honest, Tim. I don't think.
They are now. Rachel has been on. Oh my God, she says, are they vending machines behind David?
So I'm guessing not a big TNG fan.
No, Star Trek: The Next Generation, Laurie. Come on. Oh, I'll have a topic, Christmas movie. We'll move away from the vending machine stuff. Great guitar playing, says Bev, which is great. And that is rocks. Can you Plectrum Gate while Mr. Walker's, but you have a Plectrum, do you?
Oh, yes, very much so. Yeah, for playing sort of shred guitar. Unless you're Mark Knopfler, it's very important to have a pick.
Cool. Kirsty, I'm in love with David and that guitar.
Well, I'm also in love with this guitar. This was a birthday present for me last year, and it's brilliant.
From the wife?
Yeah, from the wife and my mum.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful. Apparently, Tim Stevens is throwing his knickers at you.
Okay.
What a talented fella, says Naomi. Quite right, too. How is the wife, by the way?
Oh, she's well.
Yeah. Looking after little one at the moment, which is why we're not seeing her.
Yes. Yeah, there's a little bit of crying coming from upstairs. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's possible we might get gate crashed by a toddler at any moment as well.
Oh, well, no, that makes life a little bit more exciting. Okay, so what we're going to do, remember, you need to have written down your answers that you've decided upon, and those are the ones we're going with. Remember, if you don't have what we have written down, you don't get it right. You get half a point for the title of the song, which needs to be accurate and not just song lyrics that you've remembered, and you need the band or artiste. The first one from 1979. What did we do? We actually played it properly of sorts, right?
Yeah. But do you want to do the clapping, Steve?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Shall I? Do you want to count me in?
I don't think it'll work well with a count over Zoom. So you just start. So just There you go. Beautiful clapping, by the way, Steve.
Thank you. In time and everything, almost. So yeah, I mean, once you played the chorus, it was obvious. I thought, but just from 1979, let us know what was it?
It was In the Navy by the Village People.
It was In the Navy by the Village People. Remember all these
my dad
themes.
was in the Navy. Actually.
Was he?
Yeah,
but not the Village People.
Sadly not. No, that would be a story to tell. You would know that by now.
All the time we spent together, that would be the first thing you said to everybody you met. My dad was in the Village People.
He was the cop.
Yeah, of course. Ashley, we're getting a lot of calls for this lockdown album.
Well, I actually have.
Oh, well, there you go.
I mean, if you trawl back through my Facebook page, you'll see it. So
okay, well, David's band is called.
We're called I Am the Manic Whale. If you search for Manic Whale, you'll see all our stuff.
There you go. Right, so
they'll appreciate it.
Shameless plug. Which is the least we can do for the more than 100 people watching this broadcast. So number 2.
Okay. So I'll play a little bit more at the end as well.
I miss my cue there. There would have been a lot of people who knew what that was at home. Really wanted to go Roxanne after you played that first bit. Okay, so yeah, I've given it away, but fill us in anyway.
It was The Police and Roxanne.
The Police. What are we going to do if people have put Sting and The Police?
I think that's okay.
Okay,
because it's not wrong.
No, well, it is.
But I mean, Sting was singing at the time they did that song, so
cool. I mean, would you put Jack and the White Stripes, for example?
Well, no. No, I guess not.
But,
Yeah, no, well, you're the quizmaster, Steve. I think you should decide.
It's your. All right. Okay. Now leave it with me.
Okay.
If you put Sting and the Police, don't mark it just yet. We'll have a think. Speaking of which, number 3.
Yeah, I think gave him a big clue there, Steve. So here we go.
Hang on.
Oh, sorry.
Linda says it's wrong. I agree. I'm inclined to agree.
Okay, I'm obviously too lax when it comes to marking quizzes.
Okay. Too nice. It's your problem. Brilliant. I mean, if you'd have played the riff, everyone would have got it straight away, right? So
yeah.
We've added it.
I think we've all danced to it like 200 times as well by now. So.
Exactly. Yeah. Quality. Yeah. Superb piece of Naughty's music, which was
the White Stripes, Seven Nation Army.
Exactly. Just to kind of go on with the number 2. Jeff says police only. Mark says I agree, police only, and Tim is using my own phrases against me by calling me a fun sponge. So make of that what you will. I think it should just say police if you are that precious about it. You want to say Sting and the Police, if it means that much. You're wrong. Ha! Don't mark yourself off. So what are we on? Number 4.
Yeah, here's track number 4. Yeah, that was the chorus at the end there. So if you were humming along going, you could have got it that way. It was Alice Cooper and School's Out.
School's Out, Alice Cooper. When we did the big fact hunt at school. Anyway. Number 5 is the one that is going to cause some controversy, but we need accurate answers.
I would never have got the artist name, but I'll play it for you now anyway.
Thanks. Amazing. Do you remember what it's called? Because I told you what the title of the song was.
Yeah. So how precise do they have to be with this one, Steve?
Well, we'll give them the right one, and then I think we won't need them to be absolutely precise with the title of the song.
Okay.
So we'll need at least one of the artists, though.
Okay. So it's the Top Gun anthem.
Mm-hmm.
And the artists are Harold Faltermeyer and Steve Stevens.
Indeed. So we'll have either Harold Faltermeyer or Steve Stevens. If you've got them both, great. Doubt it. And Top Gun anthem, we'll just have Top Gun, shall we? Or Top Gun theme, any kind of... But Top Gun's the thing we need. But it is...
Every breath you take is the wrong answer.
Exactly that. Which it was... Take My Breath Away, I think.
You're very good at picking up on these like crazy incorrect ideas other people.
I know. I'm anal. I'm technically correct.
It's definitely the wrong answer.
It is. That's by the police who we've had. Anyway, the answers are on the screen now. We need exactly that. We've also just for the sake of it, given what year they were released. Paula likes to do that for me. 1979, 1978, 2003, 1972, 2001. Last week, unbeknownst to him, David Walker managed to do all of his songs from the 70s, which I know because you're watching, you know as well. So.
The Top Gun anthem can't have been 2004 because the film came out in 1980.
In 80 something, yeah. So I don't know why she's done that. I'm sure she will fill me in the comments soon enough. Anyway, thank you very much. It's been emotional. You were amazing. There's a rumor circulate. We might see you again later.
It could happen. Who knows? Keep your fingers crossed.
Who knows? Well, I will. And until then, I look forward to your company soon. I love you.
Okay. I'm ready to be beamed up.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.
There he goes, Dennis. What a guy. So let us know how you're getting on. But 4 out of 5, that's all right. 3.5 out of 5, Devon Massive. Edda said, great stuff. I agree. We should all be Dadis groupies. General Fix It got 4. Mark got 2. The next round is TV. If you want to play your Joker on TV, do let us know, just like Ruth and the Devon Massive have done there. Mark has got 8 out of 10. That's all right. What did you get wrong, Mark? Let us know. Tessa, I'm loving the Star Trek bridges. Well, I'm original, and David was, of course, the Next Generation, which TNG stands for, which I'm sure everybody knows, and you don't have to be a Trekkie to know that. Mark, 4.5. That's good. 1986. No, thank you. No, very good of you. I'm in my birthday suit. 5 out of 5. Paul, did you really? Did you really? I don't believe you. Old Bull Music 2. Well done. Dynamic Duo 3 out of 5. It's got 9 with the Joker. Well done. Floor by the Artist of Top Gun, understandably. Elena Peake, good to see her. 3 out of 5. 1 out of 5. Kirsty, but she was hooked on the music. Ross, High Quiz Jacket, like it. 3 out of 5. David Walker, awesome. No Cliff Richard songs, though. No, sorry, David. You'll be back, I'm sure, soon to rectify that. Only half a point from Lynn. Rubbish. Another 3 out of 5 for the Goonies. That's all right. Lindsay, we are one of the artists for Top Gun Anthem. Is that a point? Well, half a point. Yeah, you need one or the other. 4 out of 5 for the Divas and Music. Well done. Helen, 2.5 out of 5. A lot of people doing quite well. Top Gun Anthem wrong. Joker on TV for the Goonies. And Mark as well, also playing his Joker on TV. Strong team of 4 picks. He's standing by. He says he's got 5 out of 5 and he's backing himself. We got all 5 but the artists. Okay, then all DJs. Well done. 1 out of 5 for Pete. Got Alice Cooper, of course you did. Correction, 2 out of 5 for Miles. Well done. Lisa playing on her own, 2 out of 5. 10 out of 10 for Lindsay and the Dragoons. Well done. 3.5 out of 5 for Di, which is a miracle, she reckons. So well done. Anyway, as I said, the next round, I've just got to try and remember how everything works here. Bear in mind, I haven't been doing this for very long. TV. If you want to play your Joker on TV, do let us know. Quite a few people have been letting us know. And I'm thrilled to say we're going back down to Bristol for the TV round to say hello to the other 2 people that live in Tim Stevens' house. Would you please say hello to Heather? Hello.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
Oh, hello.
Excellent. She's woken up.
She has-ish. She's kind of in a bit of a fussy phase right now. I might send her over to Tim. Go on.
Get off your pup.
Yeah.
Remind everybody of her name.
Jasmine. Jazz. The TV dog.
Jasmine, who is the TV star from the very amusing CTA video montages, both of which, by the way, Heather, because I know that you're the creative one behind the Tim and Heather video clips from the CTA montages. You have done amazing things. The Ring, I thought, was especially The Ring, and the other one was Lady and the Tramp, wasn't it?
It was, yes. Thank you. I mean, it really is testament to how much free time I have on my hands. Thanks to Corona and Ceroc being closed, I have a lot of free time. It was fun to make. But the Ring video got me in a little bit of trouble. We filmed out in the woods local to us, thinking it was a nice and quiet, secluded area. And Tim was set up with a camcorder, and I was at this point just finishing, and I was just changing back into my clothes. And at that point, 2 men walked past with their dog, clocked me changing into my clothes, half naked, and then clocked him with a camera. And I don't really want to think what kind of film they thought we were making.
Did they think you were making? Did they think you were making a porn?
Yeah. I mean, I would have if I was them.
It's still no. Honestly, it's for the big fact hunt. Oh, no, sorry.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah,
So,
I'll be coming out of his TV in a week's time.
so other than making excellent videos and becoming a doggy mother, how have you kind of been filling your time? Last week or so, watching CNN, I guess.
Yeah. I had news on. It's good to have a bit of good news this year, isn't it?
Yeah, finally. It's you and I are of a similar. We don't like to talk politics on the Big Fact Hunters, but you and I are of a similar mind, and it's good that something's gone our way for the first time in a while.
Yeah. No, I enjoyed that. What have I been doing for 6-7 months? Good question. Eating a lot of food. Eating a lot of food. I've watched all of Netflix. I've read a few books. I'm not doing very much, unfortunately. I think I'm one of the few people. Everyone else seems to have either gone to the gym, got really in shape. They've built themselves a new room, a garden. Everyone seems to be pretty on it. I've just been eating and drinking, Steve. Like, I haven't got anything interesting to share. Apart from the quiz videos, of course, and that's pretty much it.
And I think you're doing yourself a disservice. I think you've been doing more than that. You've been keeping us all amused, and you've been keeping your gang together. That much I know. And Tim says you ran an online champs, which was very successful too. So there you go. And Linda says yes. First bit of good news in 5 years. I agree. We won't go on about politics. The other election that went my way is that Ben Stokes won BBC Sports Personality of the Year. That was not as important, perhaps, in the grand scheme of things. Anyway, so we've got TV. 5 questions on TV, all on theme. Heather, I neglected to ask Dadis this, but what are you drinking at the moment? If now Tim's drank all the wine.
Well, I'm on tea drinks, Steve.
You got 2 on the go. Right?
I've got a glass of Bailey's, and partly because it's going to be a prop for later, I'm also on a salted caramel vodka toffee. It's really good.
Show us that glass of Bailey's again. That looked like a pint. I don't think Bailey's is meant to be drunk in pint form, Heather.
It's actually a mulled wine glass, and I don't have very much left, as you can see. But
okay, but just to confirm, that was full about 5 minutes ago. We also like to ask what any questions about the questions.
What from me?
Yep.
Am I allowed for question 1 to mention what's in the brackets?
Yes, because that's written on the screen.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay.
And how many would you have got right?
I got 3 right.
3. Oh, I think that's quite good. So Heather, very obviously, she's just completed Netflix, and she got 3 in the TV round, which is a steer for any of you playing your Joker on TV, which I know a few of you are. All right, so let's have it then.
Right, question 1. Which former dragon from a Dragon's Den was dishonorably discharged from the Navy for attempting to throw his commanding officer off a boat's landing jetty? So to repeat that, which former dragon from Dragon's Den was dishonorably discharged from the Navy for attempting to throw his commanding officer off a boat's landing jetty?
I thought I'd better put a dragon-related question on there as you were coming on. And also, is that toffee vodka as good as Mild Woodhouse's homebrew vodka?
Ooh.
I'm guessing the fact that she can still see would suggest that it is. What are we on? Have we done that question twice?
We have.
Okay, number 2.
Number 2. Who starred? I am on too much vodka. Who starred as the Duke of Wellington in Blackadder 3?
Who stared?
To repeat that.
More Baileys. I'll sort it out. Okay.
Who starred as the Duke of Wellington in Blackadder 3?
Blackadder fan?
I should be. I kind of grew up watching all those kind of shows, but I didn't actually watch much Blackadder growing up.
Well, it's on Netflix, I believe, so get involved.
I know. I really should.
Start at season 2, though. Don't bother with season 1. Waste of time.
Right.
Season 1's about as funny as a fart in a lift. Go straight to season 2, 3 and 4. Sensational stuff.
I kind of in and out. I liked Rowan Atkinson, so I watched Mr. Bean.
Okay, well, it's infinitely funnier than Mr. Bean.
Oh,
That's I don't think that's a controversial statement.
I don't know. Mr. Bean's it's pretty up there.
Okay.
But my favourite TV show of the 90s was actually, it was actually more 80s, but they were showing a lot in the 90s, was The Young Ones.
Of course.
Loved it.
Of course.
Big Vivian fan.
Could that be something that perhaps we look into in the coming weeks, maybe? Perhaps?
Maybe.
Okay. All right. So what are we on? Number 3.
Number 3. Which colour was Scotty's uniform in the original series of Star Trek? Which colour was Scotty's uniform in the original series of Star Trek?
There's a few the Blackadder quotes are coming in now. Shut up. So no, if you've not seen it, this will mean nothing to you. There you go. The answer to all questions is turnips. Absolutely. It looks like a thingy. All right. Number 4.
Number 4. Cop show Life on Mars is set in which city? That cop show Life on Mars is set in which city?
I tell you what, with you're just announcing your love for the young ones. This answers a few questions for me. Your Tim saying he looked a little bit like Vivian when you first got together.
He did. He had a really good mohawk going on. That's probably it for me. I was just missing a few studs on the forehead.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm Neil.
So well, that explains the whole. How did he manage that everyone's been asking for the last 10 or so years. I love you, Tim. I love you. Yes. All right. So where are we on? Number 5.
Number 5. The cast of Grange Hill has a number 5 UK chart hit with which song in 1986? The cast of Grange Hill has the number 5 UK chart hit with which song in 1986?
So, of the 5, which 3 did you get?
I got number 1, number 3, and number 4 because I did watch Life on Mars. I quite like that.
Okay.
Number 5, the Grange Hill one, I did not get because I was born in 1986. So I was busy that year being a baby. I have no idea.
But by that logic, you don't know anything that happened before you were born.
True, but I think to know that one, you kind of maybe had to be there. I don't know.
Have you researched it subsequently? Have you YouTubed it?
No, I didn't actually.
Well, do yourself a favor. Lynn knows. Okay, so so I need to forget the running order. The whiskey's working. Let me get the answers to the question. The answers to questions up on the screen. There we go. All right. So I'm back in the game, Heather. So I'll let you read them out once, and then I'll do the same thing.
Brilliant. Which former dragon from Dragon's Den was dishonorably discharged from the Navy for attempting to throw his commanding officer off a boat landing jetty? And the answer...
Hang on, not the answer yet. We're just doing a recap. Not the answer.
Recap.
Recapping. You're recapping and I'm recapping. And then we'll have a bit of a chat and then we'll come back and do the answers.
Am I going through all of them?
Yes.
Yeah, lovely. Too much fun to go. Number 2, who starred as the Duke of Wellington in Blackadder 3?
So still people coming in with Blackadder quotes. Here we go.
Number 3, which colour was Scotty's uniform in the original series of Star Trek? Number 4, Cop Show Life on Mars is set in which city? And number 5, the cast of Grange Hill had number 5 UK chart hit with which song in 1986?
Fantastic. I'll do them now. Which former dragon from Dragon's Den was dishonorably discharged from the Navy for attempting to throw his commanding officer off a boat landing jetty? Who starred as the Duke of Wellington in Blackadder 3? Which colour was Scotty's uniform in the original series of Star Trek? Cop Show Life on Mars is set in which city? And finally, the cast of Grange Hill had a number 5 UK chart hit with which song in 1986? I remember it. Cracking song. All right, so let me get rid of the stuff that's going on here. Is that me and Heather back? Yeah, cool, wonderful. So, hang on a minute, Lee. Starred, not star.
Thank you. You spelled it wrong, didn't you?
Well, it's actually, I can't be held responsible for spelling and grammar anymore because Paula checks all that.
I'm really glad someone pointed that out. I thought I was drinking too much because I kept saying stared instead of starred, but actually spelling is wrong.
Yeah. Again, more Blackadder stuff. That is the worst practical joke since Carl's and Balls. He stood at the corridor with his knob hanging out for trying to be a door. I love watch Blackadder. Start from season 2. You'll only have to do 18 episodes, but you'll be right. Lee, the grammar police. Lee, we appreciate it. Take it up with Paula. I'm sure she'll enjoy what you have to say. Anyway, so now we can have the answer. So sprinkle in a bit of showbiz fairy dust over it, though. We need you to read out the question and then give the answer.
Lovely. So, which former dragon from Dragon's Den was dishonorably discharged from the Navy for attempting to throw his commanding officer off a boat landing jetty? And the answer is Duncan Bannatyne.
Duncan Bannatyne, former dragon.
Yeah. I got that one right, but partly I guess because he was the only dragon that was name that I could remember.
Oh, well, yeah. However you reach that pot of gold. It's the important thing. As they say in cricket, there's no pictures in the scorebook.
Okay.
People are just sending in Blackadder quotes now. That's what the rest of this quiz is going to be. Me reading Blackadder quotes off the comments and laughing like this. Your mother is alive and well, living in Droitwich. Wibble. Thanks. Keep them coming. I don't mind. Yeah, I've had some whiskey now. What are we on? 2. Who stared?
Who starred at the Duke of Wellington in Blackadder 3? Answer is Stephen Fry.
Stephen Fry.
I love a bit of Stephen Fry.
Yeah, well, he's in it. He's in Blackadder a lot, so more reason to watch it.
Yeah.
Great booze up. Fabulous. Anyway, keep going.
Okay. Number 3. Which colour was Scotty's uniform in the original series of Star Trek? Now, Steve was giving a big clue here because it is, in fact, is that way, red.
I ordered this after I wrote the question as well, which was stupid, but nonetheless, here we go. I thought if I hide in plain sight, people might still not get it, but whatever. So yeah, red. This one.
Yeah.
Number 4 you got right as well.
Number 4, Cop Show Life on Mars is set in which city? And the answer is Manchester.
Manchester it is. And last but by no means least, the thing that Heather is going to go immediately off on YouTube to find.
Yep. The cast of Grange Hill had a number 5 UK chart hit with which song in 1986? And it is Just Say No.
Let's just say no. They just done a drug overdose storyline, you see, and they decided to release a song based on a phrase that was come up with. Nancy Reagan came up with this phrase, I think, about how to not take drugs by just saying no.
Oh no.
So yeah, go away and YouTube it. It's 3 minutes of your life you'll never get back, but you'll never do drugs again after.
Good stuff.
All right, so. Heather, thank you. It's been emotional. I'm going to get the answers up on the screen. There's a rumor circulating. You might be coming back later.
I might. We might.
You might. You never know. In the meantime, I love you. You take care, and we'll see you in a bit.
Thank you very much.
Bye. The lovely Heather there, beautifully reading out the questions and indeed subsequently the answers. So I'm just going to get them up on the screen. There we go. So the dragon that was dishonorably discharged from the Navy is Duncan Bannatyne. Stephen Fry played the Duke of Wellington. Red, Scottish uniform. Manchester is where Life on Mars is set. I just say no from the Grange Hill gang. Anyway, the scores are coming in. his birthday. So he hasn't got one wrong yet, has he? Or did he get one wrong in the general knowledge? Anyway, Paul, 5 out of 5. Ruth and Devon Massive, 10 out of 10. They did doing very well tonight, as are the Dulwich Divas, 10 out of 10 with the Joker, of course. Old Bull not doing quite as well, but it's good to see you along, Miles. He's got 3. Gin will fix it, doing well again, 5 out of 5. Red was engineer. Oh, God, we've got a Trekkie on. Tracy. Red was engineering, security and comms. Blue, science. Yellow and gold was command. Thank you for clarifying, though, Tracy. Very kind. 4 out of 5 for Kirsty. 3 out of 5 on TV for Mark. The Goonies are doing well. They got 10 there. Jane got 5 out of 5. Woohoo. Maybe it's quite an easy TV round. People have been watching too much TV. Lynn, 3 out of 5. Should have been 4 if it hadn't changed the answer. That's what we like to see. People actually being honest about changing their answer. Thank you, Lynn. High quiz Jackie at 4 out of 5. Dynamic Duo got 3 out of 5. Well done. Jackie, 2. Michael's parents, Elaine and Pete, got 4 out of 5. Other Pete got 2. Bev, 4 out of 5. Magnificent Heaven got 5. Well done, Mark. And the gang up there. Lindsay. Oh, I'll get my coat and go to the pub because I can. Finally, living in Wales pays off for 2 weeks. Well done, Lindsay. Helen, 3 out of 5. Steve, your quiz keeps me sane. I love it. When I can, I'll do. Thank you very much, Kirsty. Love you. All right. So the next round, I'm thrilled to say, is sport. If you want to play your Joker on sport, please do so now. I know a lot of people do like to play the Joker on sport, normally the male-orientated teams, but there are ladies that are pretty good at sport these days too. And remember, they're all on theme. How have we managed to come up with some questions about sport on uniform theme? Anyway, to find the answer to that and many other things, it's time to go over to my on-screen husband, the beautiful, the lovely, the man who's been all too good to me over the years. Would you please welcome Michael Santana? How are you?
Hello, Betty.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I've donned an old hat. This actually was mine when I was 14, and I found it, so it kind of doesn't fit.
Were you in the Naval Cadets?
I was a Sea Cadet. Yes, I was a Sea Cadet. It fit me a lot better than this sort of Frank Spencer-esque look, but I've also stuck some chest hair on for Paula Squires. There you go, Paula. Yes. Okay. So that's what we're happening tonight, anyway.
Excellent. Well, I should have guessed that you had a sailor's uniform that you could just dig out of the wardrobe and slap on for us. And quite rightly, the first one we've had in, hello, sailor.
Right.
Won't be too long before there's another one. There we go.
I should have come on and said, hello, Bob.
Hello. I just love Blackadder. I can't believe she's not seen Blackadder.
Heather, get onto it.
Go watch Blackadder.
I'm in lockdown now. You should watch them.
I know. She says she's completed Netflix, but she hasn't seen Blackadder. We will sort her out. Kieran's being disingenuous again.
Yeah, there's the shine. I can't get it in the light. Hang on.
There you go. Does Andy Pandy count as uniform? Look, Michael is a seaman. Shocker. Ashley, seaman suits you. Tessa's being a bit more kind.
Oh, thanks, Tessa. We got on well.
This one's a bit on the nose.
Helen Morris. My parents play this game.
It's a bit on the nose. Anyway, so yeah, how is everything? You staying sane down there?
Yeah, we're good. We are busy with doing nothing. But no, I think I'm annoying Tim a little bit with what I think is carpentry. I've been building stuff. Have I thrown anyone overboard? Yes.
Jeez, I watched Blackadder. It better be good. It is.
Oh yes, you must.
I'm in love with you again, says Sheena. Of course.
Thanks, Dave. Yes, I built. It's for Paula. Look, hang on.
Oh, just like that. Two people think of the same thing at the same time. Seaman Stains and Seaman Stains. So thank you.
I know these people.
I know.
Where do I get them from?
I know.
So I built a pergola and I'm currently upcycling a pallet into a coffee table. Tim's getting sick of the sight of my wood.
I don't believe that for a second. Is the pergola still upstanding?
It is, and we've I've just been measuring it up today for the lights. So we'll get some lights in it before Crimbo comes along, and whatever's going to happen between now and then with Bojo, who knows? But we'll end up either being in or out. But at least we've got the back garden.
Just a bit of housekeeping. What's going on with the comments? With Master Bates, Seaman Staines from Pug. That is not. It's not true. Those characters weren't actually in Captain Pugwash. That is.
They weren't, were they? I remember.
No, we've established that in a former quiz, haven't we?
Correct.
Mm.
I get rid of that.
That's how we get all of our knowledges from the various quizzes we've done over the years. So, in other shock news,
yes.
After I sent you the questions, you immediately came back and said you knew some of them.
I did.
Not just some, but like quite a few of them.
I'll hold back on how many, shall I?
Okay, yeah, sure.
What should I say?
No, well, it's up to you. You can tell them if you want.
I knew 3.
You knew 3 of 5. I mean, I know Michael knows everything about sports, obviously, but that's still, quite the effort.
I know. So if you haven't played your Joker for sports and you want to now, because I can get 3 of them. Getting quick.
3 in the bank. 3 in the bank already.
3. It's either really easy or
bears no relation to sports whatsoever.
Yeah, it's got to be a very tenuous link to uniform. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's the uniform theme that's making me get sporty. Who knows?
Admiring the outfits rather than the sport. All right, so we got 5 questions on sport. Michael, it's over to you.
All right. Question 1. Which former Army sergeant won 2 gold medals for Great Britain at the 2004 Athens Olympics? This is one I didn't know.
Okay.
So which former Army sergeant won 2 gold medals for Great Britain at the 2004 Athens Olympics?
My guess would be that you knew 2, 3, and 4.
That's correct.
Okay.
I knew 2, 3, and 4. Yes. I'm really proud of myself.
No, as you should be. Paula says you can't beat a hairy chest. Yes, you can.
Oh, sorry, Paul. I've taken it off now. Hang on. There we go. Back on for you.
Very cool.
So question number 2. I knew this one straight away. Who founded the Invictus Games, a sporting event in which wounded, injured, or sick armed service personnel and veterans take part? So who founded the Invictus Games?
Very good.
Yeah. It's a nice person.
Oh, my old mate Keith's been on. Keith, where have you been? Keithy, baby. Good to see you.
Yay.
Yeah, good heavens. Good to see you. All right. So,
Repeat that one last time. Who founded the Invictus Games, a sporting event in which wounded, injured, or sick armed service personnel and veterans take part? Question number 3. According to the poet Robert Graves, who served on the front line in the Great War, who won the football match during... start again. This has gone tits up, hasn't it?
And he knew the answer to this one.
I did know the answer. I just can't say the question. According to poet Robert Graves, who served on the front line in the Great War, who won the football match played during the unofficial Christmas Day truce in no man's land in 1914. You need to write these questions better.
I mean, yeah, probably.
That needs.
But again, Paula checks and rewrites.
Yeah, we've been texting, Paula and I, during this quiz tonight, and you called her the fact checker.
Yes.
She's renamed herself to the chubby checker because of lockdown.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Kieran's been disingenuous again.
You wait to see the screen when it pops up, mate. Right. According to poet...
No drinking on the bridge, says Keith, sorry.
Yeah, clever. According to poet Robert Graves, who served on the front line in the Great War, who won the football match played during the unofficial Christmas Day truce in no man's land in 1914. Good luck. I knew the answer. Shut up, Kieran.
Don't worry at home. I'll be reading that question in a bit. So
Number 4.
I've jinxed myself now. I'm going to get it wrong too.
Number 4. My mum got curly hair and brushes her teeth. What is the principal color of the New York Yankees home uniform? I knew this. Don't even like America. No, I do at the moment. So what is the principal color of the New York Yankees home uniform?
We all like America at the moment. It was like that kind of moment where he was like, right, you've had your fun.
I'm bigging up Kamala. She's she's flying the flag. She's doing it.
I think she's going to get the gig, you know.
I'd like to see that. That'd be a nice thing to happen, I think. Really good to happen. Yeah, I'm not going to mention too much, but I put something on Facebook and somebody wasn't very kind about the comment. Silly person. But anyway.
Well,
later. Number 5.
If you want to have an argument, write something on the internet and wait 5 minutes.
Question number 5. The 2 Blues, Oxford and Cambridge, compete in the boat race every year, but what are the 2 reserve men's boats called? Is that right?
Yeah.
You need both for the point. Just say it in brackets.
It's the same 2 teams get to the final every year. Oldest joke. Let's do it again.
So the 2 Blues, Oxford and Cambridge, compete in the boat race every year, but what are the 2 reserve men's boats called? Yeah?
Yeah. Perfect.
Good.
Let's get a question. I'm in a rhythm now. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm going to watch you very closely on number 3. But
yeah, so you have one more go, and then I'll have a go as well.
Oh, you bastard. Okay. Question number 1.
By the way, just this is what I send everybody. So like you're seeing the same thing that Michael's seeing.
Yes, this is exactly right. So Kieran, have a go at number 3 before I get to it. Number 1. Which former Army sergeant won 2 gold medals for Great Britain in the 2004 Athens Olympics? Number 2. I've got into Steve mode now.
Number 2.
Who founded the Invictus Games, a sporting event in which wounded, injured, or sick armed service personnel and veterans take part? Number 3. According to poet Robert Graves, who served on the front line in the Great War, who won the football match played during the unofficial Christmas Day truce in No Man's Land in 1914.
That was better.
Yeah, we need a full stop somewhere. Number 4, what is the principal colour of the New York Yankees home uniform? And final, number 5, the 2 Blues, Oxford and Cambridge, compete in the boat race every year, but what are the 2 reserve men's boats called? You need both for the point.
Okay, I'll do it now.
Thanks.
Which this is going to go horribly. Which former Army sergeant won 2 gold medals for Great Britain at the 2004 Athens Olympics? So I'm doing well so far. Who founded the Invictus Games, a sporting event in which wounded, injured, or sick armed service personnel and veterans take part? There we go. Here's the big moment, right? The big one. Ready?
I'm listening.
According to poet Robert Graves, who served on the front line in the Great War, who won the football match played during the unofficial Christmas Day truce in No Man's Land in 1914? Nearly. Very nearly.
Nearly isn't good enough. You need to get your...
It's because I was putting too much pressure on myself. It's actually a correct sentence. You just need to know where to put the stresses. That's the difficult bit. What is the principal colour of the New York Yankees home uniform? And the 2 Blues, Oxford and Cambridge, compete in a boat race every year. But what are the 2 reserve men's boats called? You need both for the points. Right. Let's get rid of that. Let's bring that back up. Let's put
right. There we go.
There we go. Sorted. Okay. So look. I think he just gives you some clog every week, doesn't he?
I know.
He comes on just to give you some abuse.
I've always been able to speak good England since I was a children.
And you're still cud. So Remember, you need to have decided on your answers. Write them down. If you're debating between two answers, make sure you pick the one that you're going to go with before Michael reads them out. We had enough bullshitting last week. Let's have the answers then.
Okay, here we go. Question 1, I'll read the question one more time. Which former army sergeant won 2 gold medals for Great Britain at the 2004 Athens Olympics? The correct answer was Dame Kelly Holmes.
Lovely Dame Kelly Holmes, Kent's
Dame
very
Kelly.
own. Dame Kelly Holmes.
Love her.
Yes.
But I didn't know the answer. I didn't know that at all.
Okay.
Number 2, who founded the Invictus Games? The correct answer was the Duke of Sussex, also known as Ginger Harry.
Ginger Bollocks.
little old Prince Harry.
So you've heard of Dame Kelly Holmes, though, of course. So
Of course I have.
yeah. So yeah, quite often in the sports rounds, you've heard of the people in the answer, but you didn't know the answer.
I've met her.
She's met you, love.
Sorry. Yeah, she met me.
She's met.
Mentioned it, yeah.
Yeah, she had the chance to meet me once.
Yes, she was giving a motivational speech on how to gain your goals.
Just love the wine wreck, Michael.
Yes, it's surprisingly actually one of the bottles is full. Surprisingly full, but it's not. I've been tricked.
This is a rare moment where there's actually some wine in it.
I'm going to sound like an absolute
Lush. Should we say lush?
Yes. We've actually got 2 wine racks. One's empty. Carry on.
As you were.
Games number 2 was the Duke of Sussex, also known as Prince Harry. Number 3, according to Robert Graves in 1914. Let's stick with that. The correct answer was Germany.
Germany won. Germany.
3-2.
3-2 apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
We done them 4-2 in the reverse fixture, so we're 6-5 up on aggregate.
Yeah, I knew that answer. I'm really happy with myself.
Good.
Number 4, thank you. Number 4, what is the principal color of the New York Yankees home uniform?
Mm-hmm.
The correct answer is white.
White, and it has pinstripes. Interestingly,
yes, and they joined up like the Yankees. Yeah,
that's it. Yeah,
bit of navy, bit of white, mainly white.
Beautiful.
Question number 5. The 2 Blues, Oxford and Cambridge, compete in the boat race every year. But what are the 2 reserve men's boats called? You need both for the point, and I think it's pronounced Isis.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. And Goldie.
Very good.
Yeah, I was like, is it?
Isis is a part of the Thames that runs through Oxford. So Isis is Oxford and Goldie is Cambridge, I believe.
Ah, well.
I'm sure someone will correct me.
Take one for the one.
If that's not the case, anyone who lives in Oxford, I'm sure you can tell me if the Isis runs through it. I don't know. I've not been there often. Anyway,
I'm sorry. I've just seen what's just walked into my living room. I didn't know what he was dressing up as.
Do you know what? People don't realise that I have no idea what Tim and Michael are going to dress as before they come on, and apparently neither do each other. So anyway, they're
quiet all week, in fact. Yeah.
Tracy, can't believe Sport was the highest score. Bev has got 5. Do you need to go and get yourself ready?
Oh no, there's no costume change today. We're very limited on uniform.
Well, of course you are. You hardly have a thing to wear at your place. Never Massive got 4 out of 5. We've already done Bev got 5. Lindsay and the Dragoons 4 out of 5. Not bad. They found a sports person. Anyway, Michael's I'm gonna disappear you for a moment so you can have a conflab with him. He's gone. Mark got 4 out of 5. Well done, Mark. 3 out of 5 for Lynn. I got as far as Helen got 8. Liz Police 3 out of 5. Well done, Mark. Got 3 out of 5. I'd expect better from you, Mark, to be honest. The other Mark got 3 as well. Heather, I actually knew the answer to 5. We take our boat races very seriously in Cambridge. Of course it is. Where Heather's from originally, Now she's no longer of that parish. She's in Bristol. Yet another 3 out of 5 for the Goonies. Consistent scoring the key to this. Jill Fixie got 3 out of 5. Pete got 2. Lee, tell Tim to look at his phone. Consider that done. Lynn, best walks around ever, she says. Hi, Quiz Jacket. Love the team names that Ross comes out with. 3 out of 5. It's my birthday, so 5 out of 5. Joker on film. Now, Paul, have you got any questions wrong? Did you get one wrong in the general knowledge, maybe? Another miracle, 4 out of 5, says Di. 3 out of 5 on sport. That's decent for the Divas. Decent indeed. Dynamic Duo got 4 out of 5. Your last chance to play your Joker is on the film round, rather, which is coming up immediately. So if you want to play your Joker on film, you have to. If you haven't played it yet, that is your last chance to do so. I'm going to try not to put the answers to the film round up now. I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of it. There we go. So, as always, with the film round, it's time to go back to Brighton to see my most favourite people in the entire world. Would you please welcome back to the screen Michael Santana and his long-suffering actual husband, Tim Santana.
Right, look at this. So someone didn't get the memo, did they?
I'm ready.
Oh my!
Oh, fuck!
What kind of uniform is that? Is that uniform for the gays?
No, he's misread it.
It said uniform.
Oh, unicorn! Of course, of course.
For fuck's sake! You need to write clearer in your invitations.
I looked at you and I thought, is that a whoopsie uniform? But now
it doubles up.
It doubles up. It ticks both boxes. Oh my God. You've worn that.
But if I thought it was uniform, I would have worn something else, you dipshit.
Have you worn that out? Have you worn that down the pub?
Have I what?
Have you worn that down the pub?
I've been wearing it to all my job interviews.
He's just come back with the
That's why it's going so well. How are you, darling?
Well, literally all the better for seeing you. Lich.
I can't even get my full point in. That's how tall it is.
Flop it.
Yeah, it's lovely to see you. And good effort on the costume today. I think that's the most effort you've been to.
Yeah, it's a t-shirt.
He's decorated his lounge look.
I know. He does well, doesn't he? All those vending machines. How's tricks?
It took me ages to paint this. Ages. And as you know, I'm not particularly artistic. My talent is very limited when it comes to that kind of thing. Tricks are okay. I've been all right. I've been mostly preparing myself both physically and emotionally for the quiz, and I feel I'm ready to go. There's quite just to kind of confirm. I'm just going back over the comments here. Look, we're getting a lot of this uniform for the gays. Because it's just constant. You know, it's this kind of thing. There are new comments. I'm loving the unicorn. Yeah. Tim, you are brilliant.
Thanks, Kirsty.
Love you, Kirsty.
Good Evans, Sarah.
As soon as I saw it was uniform, I was like, "Oh, I haven't even got a uniform." Wait.
Hold on. Hold the phone. I've got an idea.
Right. I'm so not ready for this film round. We read the scripts and we watched the videos earlier this week, like as early as Sunday, I think you sent them, and we've never been that prepared. And I read the scripts and I watched all the videos and I said, shit, I desperately need to watch all of those again. I haven't. So, anything could happen. I'm looking forward to it.
Anything. Just a sort of a peek behind the curtain for those of you watching at home. I said these. It used to be the case that Michael used to write the scripts, but then he got himself a proper job, so I had to do it. So what I do is I write the scripts for the films, and I change in the dialogue things that would give it away and make it too obvious. So we've definitely changed the character names to our own names, and sometimes we change other stuff too. And what I do when I send the scripts over, I send a YouTube clip of the scene in question so they can they haven't seen the film, they can get an idea of what's going on. So, in theory, even if they haven't seen the film, Tim and Michael have seen the clip in question. You've definitely seen the first film, though, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yes.
A
A little bit.
load of old shit.
It's shit in it.
Yeah.
It's a shit film.
There's one thing in particular that I do know.
Okay. Well, obviously, yes.
And he wears this when he watches it. Right. Are you ready? Are you ready?
All right. So what I'll do, I'll set the scene and let you know roughly what's going on in the film. So Tim and Michael, remember all these films are on theme. Okay, we always theme the films to be around the theme of the Big Fact Hunt for this week. So we're in uniform or unicorn.
And can I just throw in at this point that you do change the theme sometimes. You've heavily danced this one up. So
Yes,
there's a very rich Ceroc theme on here that might throw you people.
yes.
You've been warned.
So when all the stuff that's talking about Ceroc and dancing in the film is talking about what the film's about, which would give it away if I'd have left it as was. And I think I've made it funnier by changing it. So Tim and Michael are both men. Tim is the senior man. What I'll do is I'll remove myself from the screen so the boys can have the stage themselves.
Hang on.
All the clues in the dialogue. Take it up.
I danced with your old man, Ceroc Champs, the Watford Coliseum. You're a lot like he was, only better and worse. He was a natural, heroic son of a bitch, that one.
So he did do it, right?
Yeah, he did it right. Is that why you dance the way you do? Trying to prove something? Yeah, your old man did it right. What I'm about to tell you is classified. It could end my career. We were in the worst dance-off I have ever dreamed of. There were bogeys like fireflies all over the dance floor. His Cuban heel was hit, and he was wounded, but he couldn't have made it back. He stayed in it, saved 3 cha-cha-chas before he bought it.
How come I never heard that before?
Well, it's not something the dance department tells dependents when the dance-off occurred over the wrong line on some map.
So you were there?
I was there. What's on your mind?
My options, sir.
Simple. First, you've acquired enough points to show up tomorrow and graduate with your Ceroc class. Or you can quit. There'd be no disgrace. That spin was hell. It would have shook me up.
So you think I should quit?
I didn't say that. Simple fact is you feel responsible for Steve and you have a confidence problem. Now I'm going to sit here and blow sunshine up your ass, Lieutenant. A good dancer is compelled to evaluate what's happened so he can apply what he's learned. Out there, we got to push it. That's our job. It's your option, Lieutenant. All yours.
Sorry to bother you on a Sunday, sir, but thank you very much for your time.
No problem. Good luck. Nice.
Visual.
Do you know what? I was about to stop you and say, Michael, we can't quite see you. And then I realized why you were doing it. For those of you that haven't got it, you'll know why Michael was doing that when we tell you the answer. Brilliant. Okay, so as ever, these films sometimes have more than 2 parts. And I am shit. So, so we like to get some of our earlier guests back to read some parts. Who should we get back first, boys?
Not Tim. Not Tim. Make it Heather.
Okay. All right. I'll tell you what.
I'll go for Heather. Read.
She will do justice to this part. I agree. Let's get Heather back. Let's bring Heather back. Here she is.
Hello.
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 I've been drinking too much vodka, Steve. I'm really worried about this next scene.
She's had another pint of Bailey's and she's ready to go. So okay, right. So let's set the scene here. Who's doing? Okay, right. So they're all men. They're all men. I think Heather was born to play this role. They're all men. This is a very famous scene. I don't need to say too much about it because Heather's going to absolutely nail it, and you're going to get it like that. So what's going to happen is I'm going to remove myself from the screen, so it's going to give them their chance to shine.
Consider yourself in contempt.
Heather, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question.
And again, Heather.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled to.
You want answers?
I want the truth.
You can't handle the truth. Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns. You gonna do it? You, Lieutenant Stevens? I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom. You weep for Steve and you curse the Marines. You have that luxury. You have the luxury of not knowing what I know. That Steve's death, while tragic, probably saved lives. And my existence, while grotesque and incomprehensible to you, saves lives. You don't want the truth because deep down in places you don't talk about at parties. You want me on that war. You need me on that war. We use words like honor, code, loyalty. We use these words as the backbone of a life spent defending something. You use them as a punchline. I have neither the time nor the inclination to explain myself to a man who rises and sleeps under the blanket of the very freedom that I provide, and then questions the manner in which I provide it. I would rather you just said thank you and went on your way. Otherwise, I suggest you pick up your weapon and stand a post. Either way, I don't give a damn what you think you are entitled to.
Did you order the code red?
I did the job,
Did you order the code red?
You got that right, I did!
Oh, Heather, that was amazing!
Told you, didn't I? Said she'd be good, didn't I?
Yes. Awesome,
Didn't
Lord.
I? Didn't I?
Awesome.
No, I've
It-
never
it-
seen it before. I've never seen it before.
You just know, as like a vegan pacifist, there's all this kind of pent up, you know, war anger in there, and we've just seen it now. That was impressive. Oh, by the way, something I neglected about number 3. There's a bit of music that needs playing.
Oh,
And
yes. Yes.
So, can either of you, or would you like me to try?
do it.
Yeah. Oh,
Is it-
dear.
all right.
Right music.
Hang on, I need to just do something on my phone. So, number 3, we Tim.
Hey, Timbo!
The other Tim is joining
My
us.
acting face.
The other Tim is joining us for this one. Let me just find our group chat from there so I can then get the thing that one. And oh no, not yeah,
Me.
that one.
Oh, well, I need this, don't I? I need a hat.
I just for the whilst you're finding the music, I just said to Michael, I was like, babe, you need to be super gay in this one. And his response to me was, do I? And I was like, yeah, perfect.
I'm looking for the right hat.
I wouldn't worry too much, love.
It's all in the hat.
I have the music. So you've all seen the clip.
Yes, many times. It's such
Okay. All right. So, I mean, again, they're all men. How accurate do we need people to be with the answer here, Timbo?
Oh,
no,
I'm being generous.
I'm being generous.
Okay.
I've seen this clip so much, and I wouldn't have got the bit that you're referring
Okay.
to.
All right. So we're not going to be overly harsh. We need.
The franchise.
All right. Okay. So let me just get this correct. So all 4 of them are in it. Heather doesn't have a speaking role, although she does have an important role to play. They're all men. All of them are men. I am going to remove myself. You're going to absolutely love this. Please enjoy.
Stevens, this is an alley.
I know, sir, but these are the directions Addis gave me.
Addis?
Yes, he says this restaurant has the best salad bar in town.
Well, it damn sure better have. Stevens, I don't see a salad bar.
Look, sir, maybe they have seafood.
Not funny, you idiot. What are you looking at, you peckerhead?
Nice uniform. Makes me wish I'd worn my sailor outfit.
I'm getting out of here. Move it! Move it! Demons!
I don't think Kevin is alive, sir.
Demons!
Oh, that was fantastic. Thank you. That went rather well. Okay, so
Such a good film.
what are we on? Number 4. Okay, so we're gonna give Heather and well, no, we're not gonna give Tim we're gonna give Heather and Tim a little rest, aren't we? Yes. So Heather and Tim a little rest. Thank you very much, guys. We might bring them back momentarily. We are gonna bring this man back. Ha!
Hey! Hey, Daddy!
How's it going?
Hang on.
It's so lovely to see your face.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you too.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's good.
We didn't arrange this either. This was just a coincidence.
This was a coincidence either. I forgot the on.
a beautiful, sexy coincidence. So, number 4 again. They're all men, and a lot of the clues are in the dialogue. I have left a very important piece of information in the dialogue, which I think gives a massive clue to the film, and it relates to the occupation of somebody that they are talking about that isn't necessarily in the scene. Again, I'm going to remove myself from the film. David is the main baddie, if you like. I'm going to remove myself. Enjoy.
Okay, you ready, chaps? Okay. The man that did this is a professional. Who is he? And what's he doing running around on my battleship, Mr. Santana?
Your battleship? You wouldn't be on this battleship if it wasn't for me. He's a cook, plain and simple.
This is not the work of a cook.
He came on board with a captain. I know his routine, front and back. He's good with cooking knives.
Cooking knives?
He got lucky. In my professional opinion, he's a military reject in command of a galley.
Beep, 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 beep. Get down! Smoke, 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 smoke.
What the hell was that?
That was a bomb, jackass. He used the microwave as a detonator. Come here. You secure everything between here and the CIC. You spot anything, you radio at once for backup. You don't get creative. You call for help. You understand? Move. Put these fires out. I would like to see the ship's personnel file on this plain and simple cook, Mr. Santana.
Yes, sir.
Put out these goddamn fires!
Passionately acted. I particularly enjoyed the smoke, 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 smoke.
We were going to get party poppers, but we couldn't find them.
I'm sure you two have got poppers laying around the house. Don't tell me anything.
Always a party.
Yeah. Okay, so the last one I think is going to be a slice of cinematic gold. They're all they're all in this.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of it isn't in English. Now, Tim, this one speaks a bit of the lingo that they're going to attempt.
In this one, I does not.
Yes. The other Tim, who has to speak quite a lot of this dialect, doesn't speak a lick of it. So this is going to be fun. A lot of the clues are in the dialogue, which is not in English. Yeah, I mean, it's the Big Fact Hunt, guys. So you're going to have fun watching this. I'm going to remove myself from the screen. Heather is a girl. The rest of them are boys. And yeah, enjoy. Have a good luck, boys And you, Heather.
Wie viel Gläser?
5.
Für mich nicht. Ich mag Scotch. Scotch mag mich nicht.
Ich auch nicht. Ich bleibe im Champus.
3 Grad.
Ja.
Heather?
Merci.
Auf ein Tassen Jagris Deutsche Reich.
1000 Jahre ist reich.
Ich muss sagen, ich habe genug von dem Affentheater. Oh. Where am I? Haben Sie das getot? Das ist gar nicht meine Falter. Da direkt auf Ihr Hodengotter mit ist.
Ja, warum sind Sie, Ihre Walter, auf meinen Hoden?
Weil Sie sich eben verraten haben, David. Sie sind so durch wie dieser Scotch.
Also, Tim.
Here, Major.
Schnauze, der Schlappe. Sie wollten was sagen?
Ich wollte sagen, dann sind wir zu zweit. Ich habe eine Pistole auf Ihre Eier gerichtet, seit Sie hier sitzen.
Und ab jetzt sind wir so tot und auf die Entführung bin ich in richtig Frederik Sohle.
Scheint mir ein bisschen heikel zu sein und sehr lange.
Was jetzt passiert wird, Sturmbannführer, Sie werden aufstehen und mit uns durch diese Tür hinausgehen.
Nein, das glaube ich nicht. Ich glaube, Sie und ich, wir beide wissen, David, dass egal was mit den anderen Luten hier in diesem Raum passiert, wir zwei nirgendwo hingehen. Das ist wirklich schade an Offenfabel. Wilhelm und seine berühmten Freunde, falls einer von euch wohl hat am Leben zu bleiben, werdet ihr sie auch erschreiben müssen. I'm trying really hard. Sieht so aus, ob Klein Max aus weiter aufwachst. Wie traurig.
Well, if this is it, old boy, I hope you don't mind I go out speaking the kings.
By all means, Captain.
There's a special rung in hell reserved for people who waste good scotch. Seems I may be rapping on the door momentarily. I must say, damn good stuff, sir. Now, about this pickle we find ourselves in. Would appear there is only one thing left for you to do.
And what would that be?
Michael?
Say auf Wiedersehen to your Nazi balls. Hey!
Oh my god! So, I mean, what is left to be said? I don't know. What else can we say?
Is that good?
I think we should do that one again.
Yeah. Once more from the top.
Fabulous.
No.
Well done, everybody.
That was really good. Mr. Stevens speaks a little bit of German.
Yep.
That was German. In case you didn't pick up on that.
Well, it was
Mr.
anyone that actually speaks German, I've got a bit of an Austrian accent, so it probably sounded more like Welsh to English.
Sure. Okay. Sure. But amazing, Mr. Santana. Great, both of you. And
Quite well until I don't know.
I lost it.
Turned a little bit pigeon halfway through, didn't it? a bit hurdy-gurdy.
a bit Swedish chef from the Muppets.
A bit racist, let's face it.
but it was good. I enjoyed it very much. Okay, so we're gonna go through the answers. Make sure you have committed, as some people being very disingenuous. German, my ass.
Do we really need to do the answers? Is it not obvious enough?
Yeah, Venderby. I know, right? Surely everyone's got that. You know, picking out the. Anyway, if we had the technology to do subtitles, we might have done. Oh no, it's not. I mean, we have the technology. It's more about the desire. Okay, so let's go through. The first one was just Tim and Michael doing a famous scene from a terrible film. Lads, what was number one?
It was Nugpot.
Nugpot. It was the silver screen abortion that was Top Gun.
It was Top Gun. You know, there's a sequel coming out soon.
What's it called?
There's a sequel to Top Gun coming out soon. Tom Cruise has made it.
Are you lining up a joke, or is this real?
That's a true story.
Oh man,
is it called Top Gun Part 2?
I very nearly did Hot Shots. Very nearly did Hot Shots.
I'd have been there all the way with you. I really would have.
Okay, so Top Gun was the first one. Yeah, he's done a sequel and he's still flying the plane at 70 years old or whatever the hell he is. Okay, so number two, Heather starred and was absolutely amazing as Jack Nicholson in
A Few Good Men.
A Few Good. You had to check, man, didn't you? A Few Good Men.
I've never seen it. It's actually a good film.
And number, I'll try and line the music up again, shall I? Because it's worth it. Where they walked into the Blue Oyster Salad bar.
There's no bar here.
The correct answer is Tim.
Which one?
Either.
Police Academy 4.
No, Police Academy 4. We will accept Police Academy, I think we're saying, aren't we?
Yeah.
Just Police Academy. If you've got Police Academy 4, well done. You're very clever. But just Police Academy 4.
I must say, when I saw the title Police Academy 4 before the script, I was totally expecting the guy that throws his voice.
Yeah.
I really want to see Steve Thomas. Steve Thomas?
Steve Thomas. That's Steve Thomas.
Is that a bit of a Freudian there? Yeah. Number 4, Mr. Addis joined us. Have you seen number 4, Mr. Addis?
I don't think I have, actually.
I can't imagine it's your thing. You were playing Tommy Lee Jones, of course, and Gary Busey was Michael, because they were looking for, of course, Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal.
One of the greatest actors that ever hit Hollywood.
Exactly that. In Under Siege. Was the name of the film. The girl from Baywatch jumping out of a cake was probably the highlight of that film.
I'm not really a Seagal expert, but I'm guessing that was kind of the high point of his career. Yeah, I think it was downhill.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I can't.
Playing fast and loose with the phrase "high point" there. Aren't we?
Like a sensei after that. Like,
he's a very generous man, is David Addis. Very generous. And number 5, the German Fest. The famous David, did you do the bit? Did you do the thing?
Well, it wasn't me. It was
me in the end, and I think
you did it.
I not be on screen. Looking at it now, I might have done it off screen.
Because that was quite important.
Yeah,
you were. You couldn't see the banana either.
Just a quick rewind, folks. I did that off screen.
Write it down now. We still got time.
That's not right. It needs to be that.
I did that off screen.
Yeah.
you could have done anything off screen. Anyway, that is what we were not because that.
Well, let's get it now. I mean,
a room for everyone.
Quick, show us your aubergine.
It's not quite there, but it's close.
It was, of course, the Tarantino classic "Inglourious Bastards."
The historically accurate "Inglourious Bastards."
The incredibly historically accurate Inglorious Bastards. And so there's your answers up on the screen there. Top Gun, Few Good Men, Police Academy 4, although we will accept just Police Academy, Under Siege, and Inglorious Bastards. We're also going to start marking the table round now. Have you all seen it?
I have.
Excellent. That's positive. How do we think we're getting on?
I think I've got 3.
I think 10.
10. 3. That's rubbish. So you get 1 point for each of these correct answers, if you will. I'm just going to have a look at the ticker. A few people claim it. Look, Lindsay's claiming 5 out of 5.
I want this one.
For the film round. 5 out of 5, Magnificent Heaven. A few 4s. Lynn's got 8 out of, there's a few people claiming to do quite well. I'm very surprised that people got Inglorious Bastards quite so easily, but well done. Okay, so what we're looking for is the name of the TV show that these uniformed people are in. All right, so number 1, have you seen it? It's hilarious.
I said Jamie.
And I said Summer Heights High. Can you accept both?
Well, Jemay Private Schoolgirl would be inaccurate because the uniform's wrong.
Summer Heights High?
Summer Heights High is what we are looking for. Summer Heights High.
So funny.
It's very funny.
Aladdin.
Who are we going to go to for number 2? Mr. Addis, we're going to go to you for number 2. What do you reckon?
Oh, I've just seen bits of it, but I've never watched the real thing, and I can't remember the name of the thing. Sorry.
Okay, it's a great series. Anybody else? Any offers from anyone else?
So we think they're like trying to save the president or someone, aren't they? But we can't.
No, in fact, the opposite is the opposite is true of Damian Lewis in this particular.
Isn't it Line of Duty? Not Line of Duty.
No, we thought it was Band of Brothers at first, but then we realised it's something more modern than that. What's it called again?
It's more recent than that. It's still on, in fact, although albeit his character is very much dead. Hashtag spoilers.
He's the one in America.
The Dragons have got it, haven't they?
Yeah.
You should have rang your mum.
My mum's gonna kill me.
Homeland. There we go. We're not gonna let Mr. Addis guess this one because he will know. So we're gonna ask the rest of you. We need you to be accurate though, and then we're gonna get Mr. Addis to tell you what the actual answer is. Okay? What do you reckon?
Return of the Jedi.
Careful.
Star Wars and the Goblet of Fire.
I know you're joking, but it's still making me angry.
Battlestar Galactica.
Doctor Who.
You're upsetting him now.
Oh man, I could be here all day watching your gorgeous face get redder.
Okay, so Mr. Addis, put them out of their misery. What is that?
It's Star Trek Voyager.
It is.
You all knew it, really.
They knew. They're being very mean to you. If you keep doing that, he won't come back on. All right, so that one, slightly older program, but no less famous.
Is it MASH?
Oh my god!
Gotta be.
Yes. Well done, babe.
Yeah, very good. MASH, fabulous program. This one from my childhood, I've rather ham-fistedly plucked something out on the stand there behind them because that would have been a bit of a giveaway. Anyone have any idea?
Is that you with glasses?
I'm not in it. Although when I was a kid, I did look a bit like the goalkeeper.
It's a bit too
like Newcastle kind of football team, but
yes, exactly. It was set in Newcastle, and it was about a football team.
Was there like Biker Grove or something? Was that a bit too late?
No, so it's a bit of a forerunner to Biker Grove, actually.
Is it Spuggy Soccer?
It's not, man. No.
The Grove's on fire.
It's not. This is a fabulous show about a kids' football team written by the late great Sid Waddell. It's called Jossie's Giants, and I'll be very impressed if a lot of people got that home. If you're of my vintage, you would have got that straight away. What about that? This is a very old program. They don't show anymore because it's a little bit racist at times.
Oh, it's not what we thought it was. Now I can see it properly.
It's one of those kind of old school British humour.
Well, I know, but the setup looks a little bit like very, very early Dad's Army.
Right. Okay.
Kaiser or Up the Kaiser or something.
You're thinking of Carry On Up the Khyber,
8.5.
which is a film, and not this. Although similar. This was cool. They knew how to name TV programs back then. It's called that.
It ain't half hot, man.
Oh.
Brilliant.
That very modern, very funny.
No.
Oh, the name of it again. Daryl Girls.
Derry Girls.
Derry Girls, something like that.
It is Derry Girls. About yeah.
Irish show. Brilliant.
Set in Northern Ireland. No. This one, very modern.
Star Trek.
I'm guessing, looking, judging by the nod, that I'd say David Addis knows it as well.
That's Seth MacFarlane.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, Star Trek.
This is actually a very good. It's actually a very good show. As you can imagine, Seth MacFarlane's behind it, so it's quite funny.
Right, I'm guessing either Starship Troopers or Space Odyssey, something like that.
Neither of those things.
It begins with O, but I can't remember.
It does begin with O.
David,
put them out of their misery.
It's the Orville.
It is the Orville.
Hey?
Not to be confused with the duck from the 70s.
I wish I could fly.
I wish I could fly.
Fly up to the sky, but it can.
You can.
Yeah.
What about that?
Yeah, I said Prison Break, but
Very different program to Prison Break.
Yeah, I know. I'm out.
Any idea? It's proper, Sunday BBC, easy watching. No.
No, never heard.
Paradise.
Death in Paradise. They change the main detective every time. I'm surprised it hasn't been done for being racist, because it's always a white detective that they fly in each year to keep the local black people in check. Just
wow,
questionable how they get away with it on the BBC these days. Anyway,
gosh,
we need you, when you're marking this, to be accurate. He'll say now in advance. Be honest and be accurate. Any ideas?
Right, we went through a few names on this, didn't we?
Didn't we go for what was the? It's not the original that we thought it was.
It's not Thunderbirds.
No,
it's not Thunderbirds.
Is it Captain Scarlet?
It is, but we need you to be. We need more. We need more. We need more.
Right.
And the Mysterons.
What was that?
And the Mysterons.
Captain Scarlet and the Mysterons.
Yes, David.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Impressive. All right, so
smell your geek coming through the computer.
I did say Captain Scarlet and the mates,
and his.
So I got the M right.
And his mate.
Heartbeat.
Heartbeat, indeed. Do you remember Nick Berry used to be in everything, and now he's in nothing?
Yes.
What happened to Nick Berry?
Which one's Nick Berry?
The back left.
Yeah. Next to Ginge.
He was in Stenders and everything. Helen's not quite got this right here.
And the Mysterons. That's how Sheena says it.
It is, of course, Heartbeat. Well done. I mean, I'm going to turn to Addis again in a moment, but any of the rest of you have any idea? And again, when you're marking this, we need you to be accurate. If you haven't got what we've got written down on the slide, you are wrong.
And this isn't Next Generation, no?
No.
Ignore them, David. Ignore them.
Empire Strikes Back.
Yes, that's what it is. They do. There is a
Flash Gordon.
No.
Oh.
Starship Troopers.
No. David, do you have any idea?
Yes, it's Buck Rogers. But
Yeah.
is it Buck Rogers in the 25th century?
Of course it is.
Oh, God.
Is this the one with the little robot that goes beady beady beady?
That's the one. Yeah.
That's right.
If you haven't got in the 25th century on your answers, you haven't got the point, I'm afraid.
Oh.
It's the same with the Mysterons. If you haven't got the Mysterons, you don't get the point. All right, that one. You'll see you'll see a youthful George Clooney in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Stranger Things.
Yay! Well done.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
So they worked in the ice cream shop in the mall. Okay, that one.
Oh, Sharp.
Oh God, you had your Sunday evenings ruined by this as well, did you? When you were a child? Yeah.
Me and my mum a bit of lip bleach. That was it on a Sunday.
Okay.
My mum knows if she's watching. She remembers
bleach.
Oh yeah, we put the bleach on our cream on our lips.
Was this
It's true. True story.
okay?
Hey, move on. Very
Things you learn on this quiz, I tell you. So yeah, was this on before or after Gladiators? On after Gladiators, right?
Oh yeah. After 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, sure. And last, by certainly no means least, is my favourite character. One of my favourite characters.
So good.
Champagan. Maybe I'd like to invite you into the Love-nasium. I've made it with a woman. Inform the men. Zach Brannigan, of course. Futurama. I think Sarah's got one. Well done.
Yay!
That was Futurama. Okay, cool. Well, let me just bring you all back on screen. There we all are. And I'm going to start to remove you one by one. Mr. Addis, it has been emotional. Thank you for bringing your rocky, nerdy self to the show. And informing everybody what they should have known already of various TV shows and stuff, and entertaining us with your mad axing. Have you two spoke plectrums yet, or?
No, I just said even though he uses a plectrum, he's absolutely fantastic. He's allowed to. He shreds like a god, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Excellent. When you're strumming like a folk musician, you're not allowed to use a plectrum unless you're finger picking. You know.
Okay. I mean, I do finger pick too.
It's a musical thing, darling.
Oh. And unless I remove him, they're going to start to talk about fingering. So I will. I will thank you again, Mr. Addis. It's been emotional. I look forward very much to your company in some shape or form soon. I love you.
Love you, Addis.
You guys. Thank you. Bye.
Say hello to the wife for us and the baby.
Hi, City.
I said to him, actually, I said, when I asked him on the show, I said, can the wife come on and read some questions out again? He said, oh, no, she's on baby duty. I said, oh. we only ask you to get her on. Anyway, he knew I was joking.
And he plays the jazz flute. She does.
It's like Ron Burgundy.
Jazz flute is for sissies. Anyway, tell us how you've been getting on. Just having a look. Gin will fix it. 43 out of 46 is, and they reckon they've got 16 out of 16. They got Captain Scarlet and the Mistrons and Buck Rogers in the 25th century.
That is in their team.
Chinny reckon, but we will. Anyway. They're claiming 43.
No, Laurie.
If anyone can beat that, let us know. Anyway, Tim and Heather, you have been fabulous, the pair of you.
Oh, thanks,
you've offered us many highlights, and I've enjoyed every single moment of it.
Sorry for nearly losing my shit when Tim was speaking German.
Oh no, don't be. No, that's the point.
You recognised it as German. Thank you.
One point, Mark.
I knew where you were in the script and everything. It was pretty impressive.
Hang on a minute. Winning the Lyre Award. The Chinny Recon Trophy. Not brave enough to claim all 46 points.
Or brave
instead settling for a meager 45 is in my birthday sort of 45 points. If you can beat that, you're lying, I assume. But feel free to come on and lie to us. Anyway, yeah, Tim and Heather, thank you. And give our love to Jasmine. And we'll speak soon about other projects.
No.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.
You two, it's been great.
Thanks, babes. It's
good to be back on a Wednesday, isn't it?
It's all right, actually. Last week was a shock to the system. I think partly because I was like, oh shit, we're back in lockdown. Nothing against the quiz, just more the social situation. But tonight I was all up for it, and I squeezed myself in, and it's been fab. Good. Well, it showed. Your German was a particular highlight. Kevin says they got 47 out of 46, and they arrived late. Sarah's claiming 50. If anybody else wants to lie to us with higher numbers than 50, then by all means, there was only 46 available. So, yeah, thank you, both of you. What's going on? I'll see you later.
I'll see you later. I'll say, yep. You and me are due a chat tomorrow. We need to have a chat. We'll have a chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Hang on, which one?
the other one. But I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you too if you like.
Yeah, I'll be home after 6.
Oh, by the way, the next week's theme has been announced. You've heard it here
yeah,
first. Next week we're doing the big American fact hunt.
Oh, brilliant!
Nice.
Yeah.
That's hard to misread.
Yes. Have a guess who's in the promo photo.
Bye, Dan.
Anyway, yeah, sure. Anyway,
Bye, Dan.
it's been emotional. I love you both. Thank you very much. We love you. See you later.
See you, dude.
Thank you very much for playing at home. It's been an absolute pleasure. Remember, if you are watching at home and you have some money kicking around that you have no use for, then by all means, please donate. It would be very gratefully received. GoFundMe.com/Ceroc Evolution, PayPal.me/Ceroc Evolution. We're going to be here every Wednesday during lockdown. So this one and the next 3. We already know what themes we're doing. Next week is an American theme. Remember, keep sending us your photos. Put them on the Ceroc Evolution group. Remember, everyone's going through stuff at the moment. If you can't be kind, then you're a wanker. So try and be nice to everybody at the moment. Hey, everyone's going through shit. I love you all. And if I don't speak to you before, I will speak to you via the medium of this next Wednesday. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.